The Pont du Germoir in Ixelles has a new look. It was recently rebuilt as part of the RER works. These works are part of a project which represents a unique occasion to reconsider the accessibility of certain neighborhoods in the city by putting old sites back into service or by creating new stations. In Brussels, there are several potential stations whose construction has almost been completed. At the Pont du Germoir, the station's future platform may be seen. Here, the bridge was able to be widened to accommodate the platforms as well as stairs and lifts. This future station will be part of a two-station network with the nearby Watermill station on a different line. These stations were chosen due to the size of the population concerned and their connections with the STIB and SNCB networks. In Schaerbeek, at Place Verboekhoven, also known as La Cage aux Ours, things are not so simple. According to our study, this site has very high potential as a location for a station. The neighborhood is densely populated, with a mass transport service whose frequency is far above average at certain times of day. A station at this site could allow numerous connections for many inhabitants. Although the dense urbanization accounts for part of the potential, it also limits the possibilities for development. Many technical problems would also be encountered, in particular with respect to a lack of space, the widening of bridges, or the wastewater collectors. Here, at the former Saint-Josse station located along Chaussée de Louvain, old platforms and stairs still exist. As we see here, the station is being renovated. Yet, like the Cage aux Ours, the station would not be operational in the near future, as current traffic would require the quadrupling of lines over several kilometers. Platforms would also need to be built or rebuilt. This operational restriction makes it unlikely that stations will be created along this railway stretch. Political objectives can also influence the creation of a network. The creation of a new station located in this part of Ganshoren on the outer edge of the region is a good example of this. It has relatively low potential, yet there are arguments in favor of the site. The neighborhood is far from the city center, and there is limited access to public transport for a population made up of a lower number of car users than the regional average. Better access to the neighborhood, thanks to a train service, would make traveling easier for the many inhabitants who depend on mass transport. This illustrates the social challenge of mobility in the provision of a public service.